The time's come to go green, but that doesn't mean we have to garage our cars forever. I'm teaming up with expert consumer advocate Charlie Vogelheim from jdpower.com to check out the coolest alternative fuel options on the road.
Charlie, we look back at all this Los Angeles traffic, and if you look closely, you can actually see the emissions going into the atmosphere. It's awful. But hopefully all of this will change someday. Right now, we are on the forefront of a green revolution.
We certainly are. With a combination of the emissions, we're all talking about global warming now, it's certainly in the news. And with the escalating prices at the gas pump, people are asking, is there an alternative? And if there is, I want to learn about it. Hey, come on, Jonathan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Earn your keep here. Come on, grab
it
at the end of this thing.
Okay.
It's heavy. How's your back?
Oh, my. All right, yeah.
It weighs about 180 pounds.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Whew. So tell me about how this thing really works.
You know, it's just like a giant cordless drill with wheels. Here, let me get a cordless drill.
All right.
I mean, with a cordless drill, what do you have? You have a battery, right?
Yep.
Right. You got a battery, you got a motor, and you have a throttle.
Yeah,
To work the thing, right? So that's all this thing is. You've got the battery, which we've just gone over.
Right.
We've got the battery. We have the motors, which are underneath here.
Okay.
Right? And we have the throttle, which is right back there.
Right there.
And that's it. I mean, it can't be simpler than that.
So I'm just basically riding a big drill.
Yeah, except this is a 350 horsepower drill.
It's got a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit more oomph. That's 4 times as much horsepower as the average street bike.
Put this in terms that I can understand coming out of the car that I might drive today.
So amps times volts equals watts. Watts can be changed into horsepower. Watts are horsepower. 746 watts equals 1 horsepower. This is an important safety warning for everybody here. When we have the covers off of this whole thing, and we hook up the battery pack, 375 volts, 380 volts at the moment, all over everything. So no touching with fingers, careful with tools. Serious business. See, these are all exposed contacts here. With the body off the bike, it's just like having an open fuse panel.
Wow, this battery pack's no joke. Did I mention that the last time the team raced, the motor shot out flames of plasma?
Here, we could have blown these up before. We've smoked this one pretty badly.
But don't worry, they think they've worked out the kinks.
Wow, I mean, this thing is... How many batteries are in here?
990.
990 batteries of these little guys, right?
That's right. They all look right like
this. That's it right there?
That's an individual cell right there.
For the All Harley meet, the team's built a battery pack with a new battery management system and 100 additional lithium-ion battery cells.
This is like an aluminum plant substation. You know, I mean, this is a huge amount of power.
This is a lot of power.
There's a lot of power. You know, I love to use the Slurpee analogy when I'm talking about batteries. What you do is you imagine a Slurpee. The amount of juice in the cup is the specific energy. And the size of the straw is the power. All right? So how hard you pull on this thing is how big that straw is. This has a straw bigger than the cup. These are huge. It's just a huge amount of specific power. Just like a Slurpee. You pull on the straw really hard, right, when it's cold. And you can only get so much, and then you suck air, right? Right? You get a big draw like that, and then, you get air. Well, if you warm up the Slurpee more, you'll pull a bigger shot out of it, and easier, right? The hotter the Slurpee is.
So what is it about these specific lithium-ion batteries that Bill swears by?
These will not catch on fire. That's the difference in their technology. There's a bunch of difference. These are developed at MIT. Like I say, this technology was. And these guys made it into reality, the A123 people. But you can drive a nail through this cell, and just a little steam will come out of it.
But it's still lithium-ion.
It's a lithium-ion iron phosphate cell. And there's also a nanotechnology. They developed the little particles. They've got all these things going for them. These things will take these unbelievably high temperatures that other lithium-ion batteries won't take.
Yeah,
and so we heat them up, just like the Slurpee. You heat up the Slurpee, you can get this big suck out of it. And that's what we do when we go down the drag strip. We pull the maximum suck out of this giant Slurpee.
Basically, this new battery technology kicks butt. Not only are these M1 battery cells from A123 Systems among the most powerful lithium-ion batteries on the market, they take only 5 minutes to recharge. So what I want to know is, why isn't everyone talking about them?
I hear over and over again, the reason we don't have electric cars, the battery technology doesn't exist. The battery technology doesn't exist. You're telling me the battery technology exists.
Here it is, right there. It exists right now. It's new. But it does. It exists right now. This is the holy grail of battery. It's a perfect thing for your hybrid car. Pricey at the moment, but there's nothing inherently pricey about them.
What's the cost of one cell?
They're about $13 at the moment.
$13
So
for
they're
one
a
cell.
little pricey at the moment. It'll come down, but right now they're brand new.
So you got about 13 grand going on here. Right?
Yeah, at the moment.
So is this going to be in my car in 2 years?
Oh, you could have one in your car right now if you wanted for your ICE car to start it.
What is that?
That'll start your electric. That'll start your car. That'll start your. That's a big enough battery of these cells inside there.
Oh, these cells are in there.
Yeah, there's 8 of these in there.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes to start your car.
Start your car.
Are you kidding me?
This is a drop-in replacement for your lead-acid battery.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You can almost put that in your pocket, can't you?
Do you have a lead acid around here?
Yeah, sure. Back here.
Right
Can you lift that?
Oh my! Oh, you're kidding me? Come on.
Careful.
So that's my lead acid battery that I use to start my car now.
And this replaces it.
Come on.
These things last 10,000 cycles to 50% capacity.
Hold on. A cycle is full drain?
Full drain. Drain it all the way down and charge it all flat. Drain it all the way down and fill it back up again.
I mean, just to start my car wouldn't be a cycle.
No, that's good.
Oh, no.
You'd never buy another one. Unless you did something real bad. Like, left the lights on for a year.